Hey,
Yo,
now, go ahead, Akeem.
I get kind of like confused when niggas be like the price is that it's a price. That's a fee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what it supposed to be on a discount? When I heard that, I thought of Ray Ray from the block asking for a discount. Like fool, like come on.
Right, and the thing is, I remember you remember the Carolina Panther that was on sale, and
Yeah,
then Diddy and a few other people say, "I want to buy, I want to buy, I want to buy," and they see how much it costs and everything. They was like, "Oh no, I can't do this. I'm gonna step out."
they fake rich. They fake rich. That'll let you know when all these people got to put their money together. Even Shaq don't got that kind of money.
Right,
Like, like let's stop pretending, bro. Like, come
right.
on. You know what I
But
mean?
Magic Johnson, he got the serious money.
He does.
He owns a
But
little. He owns a little bit of the Dodgers. He used to own the Lakers, but he sold that, and he owns a little bit of the Washington Commanders from the NFL football team.
yeah, but you know, and but he has money, but I don't think he has billies
No, no, he's a billionaire now. He this year he became a billionaire. I bought
from
him for us. He was
assets in a
yeah
sense.
from assets
Like,
exactly.
but we talking about liquid.
Oh hell no,
You see what I'm trying to say? Because look,
no.
these white boys can go buy shit like with their eyes closed. We haven't gotten to that
Even
point yet.
even even MJ don't got liquid like that. He might be worth that, but MJ don't got liquid like that.
I was laughing when Ross say, "Oh, I'll buy niggas masses for $1 million." You could have barely bailed yourself out of jail one time. What the fuck you talking about?
No, but now, no, but now Rick Ross got money though. He got money because
I
when he did that event, I think at his backyard,
Oh,
um, he doing a lot of deals with I think with Bel Air. He got money. He got money
yeah.
now.
And you see the point of this? Them guys don't even own that liquor. They're banned ambassadors. Banned
good
ambassadors.
job. Good look what No Chaser say. He said okay, but if you think about people like Shaq, LeBron, Michael, these are the first generation of millionaires.
Yeah,
Facts.
that is.
Facts.
They are.
Okay, now listen. First generation of millionaires in our era. There's a lot that came just Madam C.J. Walker. Let's put some respect on her name.
Facts. Yes.
The AJ, what's that guy from Alabama who was owning insurance companies? He had money.
Yeah.
We got to put on Mr.
What's it?
Dorsey in
What?
Miami. He
What about what's his name? First name? Robert. I forgot his name. Robert. Shoot. Let me see.
it's a guy. Why should all the white boys have all the fun?
Yeah, I
Right.
Yeah,
read.
yeah,
I actually listened to that
yeah.
audiobook. It's actually a good book. It's actually a great
OJ,
audio
he
read.
say, I'm talking about respecting their families. I can yes, yes, yes. But to be honest with you, no chaser. I think that we had more millionaires back then than we do now.
I disagree. I
You,
think now we have more. I think now because now right now we could become a millionaire just based off YouTube.
I want you to catch me while I say that.
Go ahead.
A lot of people who was millionaires back then, they didn't record all of them. You can point
Good
out the
point.
see, you can point out who's a millionaire. We still have the same amount of millionaires we had 40 years till now. It hasn't grown. It
But then
has
what
not
about
grown.
that? But what about that study? Not that study, but there's an article that got posted. Dave Ramsey talked about it. He said this has been the first time in I think what in 50 years that there's more millionaires than it was back then. It was an
Are they
article that actually
are they
posted.
talking about white folks? Because
No,
we
overall.
overall then, but okay, then
Black
overall,
and white, black and
I
white are
agree
two
with
different.
it. If he said overall, and we talking about the United States, that is a fact. And we talk about net worth, because you know you can have Social Security, you can have an annuity, a house. A lot of people don't know. Being classified as a millionaire, you can have a house, your pension, on something else, and they put that up. You're technically a millionaire.
I like why High's
That
comment. Well, why High said this because you have money means nothing. You have no power backing it.
that is a fact. That is a fact. How you are. Yeah, that's a fact. It says
But you do
Joseph,
make a
we
good
need.
point.
He
You do
said
make
we
a
need
good point.
generational wealth. That's when we have longevity. 100%. 100%. But when we start talking about this, don't get me wrong. I don't want to shit on the strides that we're making. We're making some strides. I don't want nobody to get that twisted. I didn't know we have people owning stuff. We have people creating things. I just think that we could have got here faster if we worked together. And and if we was excluded from the playing field, we would have had more shit created.
No, I agree. But the problem with the thing about working together that I always tell people is the ego. The egos always get involved. Always get involved. And I think that will always messing up the generational wealth because then you have like for us on this panel, we have three black men that's on the same mission, same focus mission, say have the same drive and tenacity to have that generational wealth. So we can easily get along. Same thing with earn your leaders. You see it, they work, the brothers work together. There's no ego involved. It's like, okay, we trying to go to a common goal. But then when you look on other people panels or other people channel, you see that I'm not better than you. You better than me because you getting all the views, or you better than me because you get
Yeah.
all the audience. So and then you see people fall out. That's the ego. That's the ego part. And I think that's what's stopping us from reaching to that next level. Go ahead.
And that's the point. But there's a point I want to make because Natasha here, right? And to also piggyback to what Jodo heard him, total assets is this right? You know, most of the millionaires in America that was made was through real estate. You know that?
Correct. That is a
Yeah.
fact. Yeah.
So
Real
that
estate is the
means
king.
real estate. That means if you bought a house, kept the house, your mama bought a house, kept it, and passed it on to you, that house is sold for $300,000-$400,000. You did something with it. That's how a lot of wealth is passed. If a lot of black people start buying properties, land, we can start building generational wealth. That's just a basic level of it.
Yeah.
There's just far just a basic level of it. Just owning something, land, buildings, properties. You know what I mean? Majority of the millionaires that now you got these nouveau millionaires, apps, stuff like that, people who are athletes and you know what I mean, and things like that. But as long as it is not questionable.
Right. And the thing is, it's all about the property value. Like I said, if you buy the house for let's just say $500,000, and then a year or two later, you put some value into it, and it might be, 750 million dollars or something like that, And that's how here in California real estate, especially the millionaires and billionaires, where they buy these big old mansions and everything in West Hollywood, Malibu, Calabasas, and everything, Hidden Hills. That's what they do. It's like it's their own monopoly. They buy the house, put some value to it. 3 or 4 years later, they'll sell it, and they make money.
I'm
That's
gonna be
how it
on.
works.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, Jordan. Most billionaires, if you do research on all these billionaires, like living style, they very simple than the millionaires.
are.
It's totally different.
They
Like
are.
Warren Buffett been living in that same house for over
Yep.
70 years,
Yeah.
That's facts.
and he's worth over close to 100 billion,
Oh
and
my
he live in
God.
that same house. And
Yeah.
he say even after he died, he told his children not to sell that house. So that's what I'm saying. Like Charlie Merger, who passed away, God rest his soul, he's gone. He died at like 92, gone. Warren Buffett, best friend, literally gone.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, he died on I think November 28th. He's gone, 90 some years old. He even said one thing that he was taught by him with Warren Buffett. He said one thing that taught him that he realized that it's not about having glamorous thing. It's about like Natasha said, having a lot of assets. Like
Yes.
their mind is totally different. That's why I said I studied these men. I was like, okay, their mind is not about what we were thinking about getting the bag. Their mind is about how can I make sure after I'm gone, that asset's still there.
Basically, look
Yeah.
what Joe Smith said. The problem is most black people sold Big Mama house.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Yeah. And then
That's
and
one of the
hearing
biggest issues. That's
Yeah,
one of
and
our
the-
biggest issues.
And the thing is, this is what I dislike. Y'all remember the story about here in Southern California about Bruce Beach? It was owned by a couple black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Almost 100 years ago, and then just 2 years later, Governor Newsom he saw it, and then he says, "Hey, actually, the family that's still living there today, we should give it back to them and everything." Which they got the land back, and I was like, hopefully, they could keep the land, everything. A year later, they sold it.
Wait,
They sold it.
time out. So they did all that fighting. They sold it.
They sold it. They sold. I'm
I
I'm
didn't,
gonna
I
tell you.
didn't,
I'm
I
giving
didn't
the
put it
number.
in. That is
Um,
great.
they sold it.
Literally, they
They
did
sold it
all
for
that
20 million.
fighting.
And the thing is, it's like it's the thing is, it's in a nice area, y'all. It's in the it's in El Segundo, which is right by the beach. And that area,
Very
when you
high.
went to west, when you went like the west side, where you live by the ocean, the property value is super high, super high. And my thing is, it's like they sold it for $20 million.
But Jordan, related, keep it in mind, it's probably the taxes. Probably the taxes. That's
Probably,
probably why
I
they
No,
was
no, no.
thinking that.
because the
It
taxes
is.
probably
I
high
if
and they be like, I can't
my thing is, it's
no.
like it was, but the area they was at, if they was sold for like 50 million, I would have been happy about that.
Yeah.
But to me, they got low. To me, they got low ball.
No, 100%. It just swiped one hand back to the other.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, that's another way that we lose our houses too is property taxes. And when the property taxes raises, a lot of people not working and keep the house up. Some of Big Mama houses don't even get a new roof on it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just let it sit there. Somebody staying there. He not working. You let somebody. You know what I'm talking about. You know them big. You know. We got a couple friends who've been living at their grandmama house